Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mortal Ring Wars. Happy quarantine, stay at home, all that good stuff.
It sucks.
We're still at it. I'm slowly becoming St. Nicholas. Gonna be starting in Santa Claus 5.
Whereas I'm going into, what, Captain America and hiding?
Yeah. I'm Brett the Tank Downey.
Crazy H.
We're here, going to talk action figures, show you some new pickups, and also talk some nerd news. It's been a while since we've done a sit down because we really haven't bought a lot, so it's
been slow.
Yeah, it's been slow and nothing going on. And we'll try to get back to doing at least a video a week here. So just be patient if you're a long-time viewer and subscriber. And speaking of subscriber, hit that subscribe button right now.
Don't like that bell button. Just kidding.
Right, hit the bell so you know when we're on. And all that good stuff. You guys that have subscribed, really appreciate you. I wish I could buy you all a beer right this very moment, your choice. But, yeah, man. Hit that subscribe button to get all this kind of craziness content on action figures, nerd stuff, and the whole 9 yards. So. What shall we talk about? What shall we talk about? What was his name in Indiana Jones?
Oh, I can't remember. I feel like it was Sly something.
Was that guy ever in anything else?
No, I think he passed like about 10 years after he did that movie. I think he died in like 91. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good line. I forgot about that.
What shall we talk about?
I guess go over our few small things we got.
Yeah, just a few things. And then he's actually going to show... I want to have the crazy one here show you a couple... a couple cool statues we drove to Morgantown and picked up in the midst of all this craziness. And, yeah, man. And you guys have probably seen everything we're showing 500,000 times because it's the same stuff everybody else is buying, but what the hey. So, first off, I guess we'll start off with the fabulous white-suited young lady. Who is it? Oh my God, who could it be? We'll turn the side. Yes, now you know, it's been revealed. And there she is. The fabulous White Widow, a Black Widow.
I gotta say, I like that costume choice. I think that, like, the white, like, jumpsuit with the red hair is really, like, oddly, it's like, I know she's so used to, you know, the black with it all this time, but, like, I really think the white makes it, like, pop.
Oh, yeah. It's different. I'm assuming I've seen this. I wanted it immediately.
Like, I like it whenever they change up a character's kind of, like, what they're known for a little bit in terms of their appearance. I'm a big, like, wardrobe
and just check out all the accessories. I mean, it's really, you know, for 10 extra bucks, what the hey, you know. It's hard to get from my camera what it is to get on the skull. The skull isn't that bad.
Yeah. Yep, the tech was good. What I was going to say is, like, when it comes to accessories, I'm kind of mixed on it because there's sometimes when I like having a lot, but then sometimes I think it can be a little too much and overwhelming. Well, if the possibilities of it.
If they're like some of the Batman that adds the construction suit or something that he's never ever... you know, like them old ones.
They're always in, like, the funky colors. Like,
yeah, I'm not too crazy about anything like that, but...
Like, you have, like, an underwater suit that's, like, lime green or something.
I'm definitely excited to see the movie, and it'll be one of them deals probably where I'll see the movie and then I'll want the rest of the figures along, because as of now, really, the only one I would think about getting is, what's his name from Stranger Things?
David Harbour.
Yeah, that's the only one I'd kind of have my eye on. What's he called? The Red something?
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian,
yep. Yeah. He's kind of like Rush's Captain America.
So I'll probably want him after I see the movie, but until I see the movie, I definitely wanted Scarlet. So she'll go good with the collection. They have some nice artwork on the side. I'm not sure who did the artwork of their research or anything, but there she is in the back in kind of a lame pose actually, but they could do a much better pose. But
actually, yeah, now that you mention that, it's kind of bad.
I'm gonna shoot with my back foot up. Ah! You know what sound effect would she make? Let's hear it.
I don't know.
How would she go? What would she do?
Maybe she could do the Jason music. What, Tyson?
Oh yeah.
It's a sigh.
Like in
that's like the death sound.
No, that's from the I'm the Juggernaut bitch video.
Oh, you have like the smack.
But anyway, so that's the fancy Black Widow, White Widow, whatever you guys are calling it. So we got her. Glad to have her to the collection. And let's see. The other legend I got that I'm glad I got that everybody else and their mom has gotten. Let's bring him in.
The man, and I don't mean Stannis.
No, the actual man. Stanley. I love this figure.
You know what would have been great is if we had like a 6-scale Paul Stanley and you just put him in the box and slipped it out.
And everybody would be like, what? What did you say?
The ambassadors are Jedi Knights.
Ambassadors are Jedi Knights. But anyway, yes, there he is, Stan the Man. I'm glad to have a good Stan figure for the Marvel Legend collection. There he is, all in the back, all looks smooth. Probably going to keep this one in box, just because it's so cool packaging with the autograph and the shield, and you know, just really awesome. I'm glad if there was any caricature from the movies they could do of him, I'm glad they did this one. Yeah, because it's most like him, you know. So very, very cool. I think it looks like him. Like I said, I love the box, and for most part, most of the people I see it are keeping it in box. So very, very, very happy about that. Any other thoughts on the matter? Besides that, we miss him and we wish he was still with us, and I think his stuff is going to be living on forever, long after we're dead and gone. So there he is, man. Stan the Man. Glad he's here. The other, like I say, it's really a light haul, guys, but I want to do a video and want to do something. The other thing I got, and I've not yet got the little black series of this guy.
Oh yeah, you need to get him. For
I got him ordered. It just he hadn't come yet, and I haven't been out anywhere because of the quarantine, because I'm high risk. So I haven't been out anywhere to see if I could find this guy in black series form. The child. There he is, up close and personal, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you think they're gonna name him?
I don't know.
Like, it's gonna be like, what if they just pull like a really un-Star Wars thing and name it like Jeff
or Benjamin?
Yeah, they name the kid like a really generic, like you know, modern day name.
That bobbles a long time, doesn't it?
It's like one of those.
It's still going and going.
It fills the frame.
Yeah, I know. He's like, whoa. He looks really weird when you get him that close, doesn't he? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what he'll be named. And I'm interested to see his history and all that good stuff, because, but yeah, got the pop. He's pretty cool. I would love to know how much money they're making on the merch they're selling for him with the plushies, and like the one smooth. If I get a big one, I want the one where you press on and it says stuff and moves and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I think I've seen that one. It was like $25 at Walmart or something.
Dude, does Walmart have it?
It had some when I was there a while back. I forgot to mention it. Like,
he has my old... I used to have Inside Scoop because I worked retail for years. And it was my, quote, day job being a musician. And he works there now because his mom works there. So he checks the Scoop. I'm still trying to find that Spawn Mortal Kombat figure.
Like, I think it's weird about him. Like, it shows how strange people are. That, like, we're living in this world where everyone is just fascinated by this weird little green alien with gigantic ears.
Yep.
Like, and like it's become like
it's the whole cuteness factor, man. I'm telling you.
Do you think that Baby Groot is like better than him? Maybe overrated. He's overrated a bit.
I mean, I think people went a little nuts for Baby Groot, but he didn't go nuts for him.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they went as nuts.
I think the baby Jabba the Hutt thing from Clone Wars was as cute as Baby Yoda.
I don't know. A lot of people didn't like that. I think
I liked him. I thought he was cool.
Lots of people actually didn't like that movie. I've learned out recently.
Well, a lot of people.
But to be fair,
a lot of people were dumb.
I mean, yes. But to be fair, like to play devil's advocate for that movie, like, I know that it was originally supposed to be 4 episodes instead of the movie, like the actual show. But then George rushed it, so then that's why it was made a movie to begin with. So I feel like had it not been rushed and they could develop it a little bit more, it probably would have been just as good as like a standard Clone Wars episode, you know?
Right.
And I know you're gonna say again, like you said, a lot of people were dumb, but you know, lots of people didn't like Ahsoka.
And they're on our lighting. Cats, gotta love them. We'll just keep going with it. We'll just be a little darker for you guys. Yeah, but anyway, we're glad that we got him and added him to the pop collection. So yeah, man. And still waiting on my Black Series one. Did they ever get any of the Empire Strikes Back figures in for the 6-inch Black Series up there at this our Walmart?
I remember seeing a couple recently, but it was like Han and Leia, like in the Doctor Who. Yeah, it was Han and Leia. Like
I had all.
There were some of the little ones
all
too.
of them, and I canceled it because it just didn't have the bread really, and
I mean they look cool.
I didn't know where to put them, and I'd already have all of them.
You technically have most of them as it is.
They probably have a little newer sculpt, but I mean, I do want the Betsman Luke because we don't have him. So if I see him, I'll probably take him out of package.
Yeah,
honestly,
as cool as the card
because I know because like if I was keeping them all, then I'd worry about it being packaged. But
that light's making me paranoid real quick. I'm gonna step up and get it.
Okay, he's gonna attempt to fix it. The light bulb probably went because
of the fall.
Yeah. Try twisting it. It may possibly come back.
It's hot. It's a bit hot.
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
No.
Yeah, they destroyed our light.
I'll get it off the floor at least.
Thus having half dozen cats. That's what it brings to your life.
Is it more than a half dozen?
It's 7 cats, but
yeah, it's.
We love the little farts.
It's the same amount of Kiwis that play dwarves in The Hobbit.
Oh yeah.
You know what a Kiwi is, right?
Yeah. So anyway, back to the Empire Strikes Back figures. What did they have up there?
I know for sure I saw Han and Leia. There might have been a third, but I'm blanking. It might have been like Yoda or R2, one of the two. And then they had little ones as well, I think.
Like the 3 core?
Mm-hmm, but I can't remember who. It wasn't many, though. It was like only... Huh. It looked like somebody had already gotten the majority of them by the time...
Well, I'll end up ordering them on Amazon probably, but that's about it. Figure-wise, unfortunately, I'm going to have another little part of the video where he will show you the cool new statues we picked up. But yeah, that's unfortunately about all the figs to show you. What kind of news do you have to bring my way? What all has been happening?
I mean, I don't really know.
You can pretend like you're Mark and I'll be Kevin. If you're a true nerd, you'll know that reference.
Well, like, let me think. I always think about this in terms of going through each thing.
Each fandom?
Yeah, each fandom.
Okay. What have we got?
Oh, let me think for a second. I guess you usually have a list for this.
Yeah, I know, but I'm putting it in your hands for a change. I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't know.
Up close and personal.
Like,
I know two things off the bat.
The thing I'm excited for is coming this Sunday.
Oh yeah, coming Sunday.
Josh Gad, who's kind of.
It will already happen by the time you see this.
The thing is about Josh Gad is he's like famous, but he's not like famous. Like he's been in stuff like he was Olaf and he was LaFool and like the Beauty and the Beast, but he's not like he's kind of like a little mixed.
He's not like Brad Pitt famous.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he's got this good idea of doing these cast reunion bits.
Did he do?
He did Back to the Future. Yes,
yeah.
That was I think one of the first ones he did.
Who all did he have?
He had Michael J. Fox. Miss Leah Thompson was there.
Was Doc there?
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd was there, and then Biff was there. I can't remember his name.
We'll have to watch that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Check it out. Then
I was scrolling through Instagram a couple days ago, and of course I've got as many of the Lord of the Rings cast followed as possible, and Don Monahan had it posted that Josh Gad is hosting a massive Lord of the Rings cast reunion. Her appearance. And I mean everyone's going to be there. I'm talking I think all of the Fellowship, like even Vigo. I remember seeing someone.
Yeah, he's there.
Someone
he's
commented in the bottom of it and said something like, "I didn't even know that Ranger had like like a computer," because Vigo is so known for being kind of off the radar.
Right.
But understandably
maybe he went to
a
library somewhere and got on with him or something.
What's funny is that in the picture, it kind of looks like he's in someone's office or something.
He probably is.
But yeah. Whole Fellowship's gonna be there, and the majority of the only 3 people from the cast that I don't remember seeing on there was Kate Blanchett, David Wenham, that's Galadriel and Faramir, and then I think maybe one other I know Bernard Hill, but I thought there was one other person too. But other than that, I mean, Miranda Otto, Carl Urban, Andy Serkis, Liv Tyler, they're having the whole shebang,
kit caboodle.
And I saw someone said that they screamed like a Nazgul whenever they saw it. I kind of did internally, but
well, you're such a big fan. Too.
I know I am.
I mean, I am too, but you're
it's my favorite, of any of this. That has made my life, and I think it's because it played such an important part of my life. When I was at the age.
And I guess the big news right now, if you're watching this, and you're in the future, it's currently May, 28th, 29th?
29th.
29th of 2020, the year from hell. It is, man. But the big nerd news is, of course, the Snyder Cut is coming to HBO. What is that called? HBO Max or whatever. So, what was your thoughts when you heard that?
I'm interested to see if it's actually. Imagine it comes and it's actually better than the original.
I have a feeling it might be because I know all of the cast wanted it to happen, and I know, in fact, on Kevin Smith's podcast, he had a clip from Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
On there,
and he was very optimistic about it.
He was seemed excited about it. And I know Gail wanted it, and Gal or whatever. Gail. Who the hell's Gail? I know Gal wanted it, and I know Momoa wanted it.
Yeah.
Because they had both had made social media comments and all that. But I think it's going to be interesting. And according to Kevin Smith, who talked to people that worked on the movie, it has
my only concern
all kinds of stuff,
crazy stuff.
75% of the movie hasn't even been seen. So it's and then Darkseid coming in at the end.
Bearing that in mind, it's not really a surprise that we got the movie that we did. You know what I mean?
Right.
That 75% of it wasn't there, because that means that Joss Whedon was basically just working with fragments.
Yeah, it sounds like he just came in and made his own movie. To me,
my only worry is I hope it's not too overstuffed. I hope they introduce everything in a time, because
wasn't Green Lantern supposed to be in it?
Yeah, and that's what I'm curious about. Do you think
who played him for it?
No idea. And that's what I'm worried about. What if it's just an entirely
put in the comments if you know who was supposed to be the Green Lantern.
Imagine if it's an entirely digital Green Lantern. I wonder what that would be. Weird.
I don't know. I think a lot of it was even when Reynolds did it, but
yeah, but I mean not even the actor. I mean literally the entire person is a cartoon. That'd be weird.
I'm excited about it. I'll probably get the Max for a month just to see it.
Also, the Superman having the black appearance. As much as I love his colors,
yeah, that'll be really cool too.
And the beard,
Yeah, that's how they should solve the whole mustache thing. Is they should just let him have a beard and the hell with it.
Well, the only thing is that the clip from the movie where they had that issue was from before he died, not after. So. That's why they couldn't. But still, they should someone on YouTube with
who knows? Aliens might grow beards in their casket, or because your cells are still alive for a certain period. I don't know.
I know.
But I mean, and piggybacking onto that was the fact that it was just announced that Henry's going to come back and be Superman and some stuff. We just there's just all kinds of rumors if it's a movie, if it's just parts and other stuff and that. So that'll be interesting to see what he does, because if this thing takes off and as popular as I think it's going to be when it's on there, it wouldn't be surprised me one bit, because it was supposed to be a two-parter, if they don't come back and finish it. I really hope that. I hate things that are unfinished. No matter, especially if it had some kind of thing at the end where, it was leading on.
There was supposed to be a resolution, right, and it never happened.
Right. I hate, just like I really, I know a lot of people shit on it, but I love Solo. I think it's a good movie. Is it perfect? No, but it's great, and I really think they should finish it. That's just my opinion, my 2 cents. Not that matters. That'll buy you a sack of beans and a cup of tea at the market, but yeah, that was the 2. So
I kind of want to. I just thought of something.
If he comes back as Superman, that's great, because I really like him as Superman. And I like Ben as Batman too, so maybe they can all work something out.
Yeah, I mean,
sequels have happened later down the line than that. What was the Blade Runner one they just did? It was
2049. Yeah,
but how many years was it? Was like
30, maybe.
Yeah, something crazy like that. So,
I just thought of some stuff I haven't really talked about before. I brought it up early, but we've never really discussed Doctor Who on here.
No,
and it's kind of coming to the forefront again in a lot of ways.
Tell them what we've been doing.
So we started this a while back. We got seasons 1 and 2 of the new, the Revive series from someone, and we got halfway through the second season and then just kind of lagged off. But then I was like, man, we need, being stuck inside and all, we were like, man, we need, something to watch that's new. And I was like, well, we haven't really gotten back, watch Doctor Who, so we've started watching it, and we're just about finished David Tennant, who's the 10th Doctor, his run on the show, which lots of people say that he's one of the best.
Yeah, he's been brilliant.
But in addition to that, so we're trying to get all the new seasons. Plus, we've actually caught bits and pieces of the old show from, back, when you were younger, so... Yeah,
it's run right now on, what's that?
It was Pluto.
Pluto, yeah.
There's a whole channel that plays nothing but classic
and we've been catching some hit on there.
I was saying that...
But every once in a while, you have to go back out and go back in, because the words... They're like a kung fu movie. Yeah, the words don't match the...
So I was going to say that Doctor Who's kind of moving to the forefront again, in that we're getting lots of radio stories and stuff right now with all this going on. It's I saw one today where David Tennant is getting together and doing one with Tom Baker, who Tom Baker played the 4th Doctor, who most people say is the best out of all 13.
Simply the best.
Yeah, he is. From what I've seen of him, I love him in the part.
You're supposed to go better than all
the rest. Yeah, I'm sure. And they're doing that, and then they're doing it's kind of a, Star Wars had this story called Shadows of the Empire back in the 90s, and it kind of became this multi-platform, thing, where there was a novel, there was the video game, there were comic books, a whole, it was a whole run. And now Doctor Who's having one that's going to be called The Time Lord Victorious, which actually was brought up in the last episode that we watched.
Oh, really?
And it's going to have David Tennant, and then Paul McGann's 8th Doctor, and it's even said that Christopher Eccleston will come back as the 9th, which is a big shock, because he's been very distant from the series, ever since he did his run on the show.
Maybe he thought he was going to go longer or something.
I don't know. Well, I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did quit because he had creative differences with BBC. Yeah. But, who knows?
Those dang creative differences.
And then, also, Billie Piper's going to come back as Rose Tyler for it. There's going to be Oods and, Daleks and all the whole big thing. And it's similar thing. There's going to be radio stuff. It's going to be comic books, all kinds of things it's going around. And then I've seen that there's been others too, radio stuff. I guess it's filling in the gaps, of stuff we haven't seen.
Yeah, that'll be definitely interesting. I need to finish that Wolverine podcast I started with what's his name? Played Thorin.
Richard Armitage.
Yeah, I need to finish it. Idea. I started it.
I need to finish with Casey.
We should sit here someday in the dark and just put it on and
listen to him growl and stuff.
Listen to him. He actually does a good job.
Casey and I need to finish Castlevania since the new season for that came out because it looks really good. And also, I wonder if they did Disenchantment. And speaking of other shows that we're into right now, is Avatar: Last Airbender on Netflix.
Yeah, I've been rewatching them. It's been really cool.
I was about to say, because Doctor Who and Avatar are kind of new to you. You know, so I've been curious as what you were thinking of all this.
I like them. I think they're neat. You know, I mean, it would. You know, if I had a choice between watching Marvel or Star Wars, obviously I'm going to be more into them.
For a more minor...
But for having nothing else to watch right now and all that, and getting into something we haven't seen.
I know, like with Doctor Who, you said that growing up and seeing it, you always thought it was kind of cheesy looking and not really like.
Well, yeah, because I never really knew much about it. Yeah. I just knew,
But now I think that the new series of that's done a really good job kind of re-educating new people.
Well, and the thing about it is the effects and all are so much better in the newer ones. In the old ones, it was a lot like Star Trek. You had to use your imagination a lot, But, yeah, I'm not having a problem. I'm enjoying watching it.
It has some importance to us because that was where Dave Filoni got his big start. A lot of those episodes were directed by him, and that's what kind of got him the job to do Clone Wars.
Right. Oh, and good segue. Speaking of him, there is some Mandalorian news.
Oh yeah, you mean like the cast being stacked?
A lot. Tell in case you don't know. Most of you probably already do, but what's the cast that's been announced?
We're gonna have Ahsoka in there, and fan service is being fulfilled that Rosario Dawson's playing her,
which is fine. If Ashley wouldn't do it, she's the next best one.
Yeah, and I think Ashley doing it I kind of get why she doesn't want to do it, but I
don't know that she don't want to. I think it might be more that they don't want her to do it because I really think she loves that character.
She genuinely loves Ahsoka. You can tell. I wonder if that's kind of dumb why they don't want her to do it. Maybe it's the Darth Maul kind of situation where it's people recognize that Sam Witwer was the voice, but Ray Parker was always the face. So. Maybe it's like that. But then that makes you wonder, will they just have her dub? But I doubt they're gonna do that. And then they're bringing in Katie Sackhoff, right?
Yeah.
To play, what's her name? Crap, I know it.
Yeah, no, you know it. I know. You know how I am with names.
The Duchess Satine's sister. Bo-Katan, that's it.
Yeah, Bo-Katan.
Yeah, Bo-Katan. Which I
love, Katie. She's awesome.
Idea. Really,
has the prettiest smile in Hollywood, in my opinion. I'm watching her in a western. I'm watching her in the Longmire series right now, which she's awesome in.
The cool thing about her costume-wise is really if she just dyes her hair red,
she has it down. Yeah,
she's there.
Yeah, because she's already built really powerfully and everything. And
bringing back Tamura Morrison to play Boba Fett.
Yeah,
since he's a clone. I kind of think that's cool. I mean, there's part of me that kind of wish that they got Daniel Logan to do it, but then I guess the age-wise, it would line up a little bit more.
Yeah.
With.
You're probably right there. I mean, and then
Timothy Elephant, right?
Yep. Bringing him in, and I'm not really sure. I don't think anybody knows who he's playing.
I wonder if they're going to bring in Sabine, if they're bringing in Ahsoka, and
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But one of the things I thought was cool that. Might even been Kevin Smith that said this is they told us already.
It was Mark.
Yeah,
Mark said that.
They told us already so much good stuff that getting us excited for. Just imagine the stuff that they haven't told us. Mm-hmm. So unless I'm totally wrong, which I think with him and the helm running the things like he has been, they're not going to go wrong with Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be stellar.
Talking about him, if
tell them about that the thing on
So if any of you are willing and interested, there's doing documentaries right now about the Mandalorian.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, on Disney Plus, documenting the different aspects of the making of the show, and there was the second video I believe is called Legacy, and in it, Dave Filoni has this amazing discussion about the reason why the duel between Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon against Darth Maul in Episode 1 is brilliant, and by extension, why the prequels are so good, and why.
And I think it's really hearing
basically
that made a lot of people think about it differently.
I can rethink it. I've often said that, in my opinion, the prequels are a good story that just suffer from poor execution and poor
And some of the dialogue could have been written better, so it wasn't as cheesy. But
again, a lot of that.
But I still love them.
I think a lot of
Star
that
Wars,
was
I'm gonna love it. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's really going to be cool to see where they go with it and all that. I'm trying to think other fans. What haven't we talked about? Any other Star Wars news? I don't.
There haven't really been new advancements with new stuff new.
I don't think so. And
trilogy stuff.
Lord of the Rings, we talked about the only thing there. Haven't heard anything about that new series.
Of course, Game of Thrones has kind of fizzled down a bit, and people are trying to see how.
I'm looking around the room and the stuff I have and thinking, what else is Walking Dead still waiting to do their finale. I've really enjoyed the season. I know a lot of people haven't liked it since Rick's been gone, but I really enjoyed it. I think this season has been great. So I'm looking forward to see how they wrap things up with the Whispers. If you guys are any Walking Dead, if you're a Walking Dead fan, comment below and let me know what you think about this season. But I'm looking forward to the finale of it. What else is there? Hunted Downey. I did finish up the Star Trek Picard series. I thought it was great. Really interesting twist at the end, so it's going to be really cool to see what they do with it in season 2. So I won't spoil it for anybody, but it was really good. Really, I'll be glad when Discovery starts back. I would love it. So, any other fan news? Any Marvel news? We're waiting on Black Widow to come out.
I don't know.
Which I think it'll be a theatrical release. And I haven't heard anything else about them series that are supposed to be coming to Disney Plus. Have you? Yeah, it's all that's been. I guess I can't film all of it because of the.
I will say though,
virus and all.
The more that I'm hearing about the sequel to Doctor Strange, the more exciting.
Yeah, I think that some of the stuff I've been hearing about it sounds really cool.
This is what I say. They say there's going to be a sequel. I'm like, okay, and then they say. It's going to have Scarlet Witch. I was like, all right, interesting, character dynamic. Because this is going to be probably her whilst dealing with all the Vision stuff. And heck, maybe she's going to have some either House of M stuff, like the comic event where the powers were all stripped and stuff. Or have something to do with Vision, and wanting to save him from an alternate world. And then by extension, they're like, it's going to be taking place in multiple universes and there's going to be, crossing overs and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, okay, really cool. And then they talked about Blade. Maybe Blade might be introduced through it somehow.
That'd be smooth.
Remember they have...
because I think he said he
playing it.
would do...
And then David Tennant, they said, is playing the freaking villain. Which he's great, in the villain roles. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
And then, again, I have heard that... There's so many rumors going around about Marvel. I have heard that... Downey wants back in, but I guess because the Doolittle movie flopped, and
he realizes Iron Man's always good for it.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a good paycheck. But yeah, I think he could definitely come back. It'd be cool if he came back in the suit form, like I've said, where he's the voice in the suit for on Spider-Man. Of course, then we got that rumor about. All 3 Spider-Mans coming for a Spideyverse movie. All the guys that have played him.
I know. And didn't I hear somewhere that the Black Panther sequel is going to be bringing Namor into it? And I've seen a lot of people.
And then that's been rumored to be
Luke Evans, right?
I've heard it was Keanu Reeves.
Oh, either of those would be really good.
Either one, I'm be fine with. And then there's the whole rumor that. The next Avengers movie, the Hulk is going to go ballistic. I don't know why, and the Hulk's going to be the villain of the movie. I guess he's just going to go into, how he gets in the cartoons and comics where the matter and all he can't be stopped, and they're going to have to try to stop Hulk. I have heard that too. So a lot of interesting rumors, speculation on that. If you guys know any good rumors, comment below. We'd love to hear what you have to say. But yeah, man. I don't know. News-wise, I'm trying to think if there is
kind of steady.
Anything else besides the things we already talked about. If you guys are excited for anything coming up or whatever, and let us know. And also, too, if there's any kind of video you'd like us to make, no matter how dorky or cool or ridiculous, or
give us some top tens or stuff.
Top tens would be cool. We're more than willing to humiliate ourselves for your enjoyment. You got to know I am. So, but yeah, I'm the one, married to the hot little wife, and don't have to worry about. He's the one that has to worry about getting the chicks if he does something goofy on film. She already knows I'm a goof.
Yeah. I repel people away with my goofiness before they can see what the true me.
Before they can see the true you. Yeah. So let's stop right here, and I'll have you show the cool statues that I picked up on our trip to.
Well, since there's only two.
It's a shame we didn't film some hunt footage that day since we hadn't done anything in a while. But
not like there was lots to show.
We were so worried about masks and everything.
I could just go grab them since it's only the two new ones.
Well, if you want to.
You just want to do that?
Yeah, just do that. Yeah, I'll sit here and tell me. I got to imitate a person while you're out there grabbing. Who is it?
I don't know. Just surprise them.
Well, how about this? Since I got, give me a good line from the Santa Claus. Since I got the whole. I'll just let everything. The whole.
What is it? He says whatever.
Chris Kringle.
Oh, I got it when he was in the doctor's office and he started turning into him. And he was like, "Does this look like a little weight to you?"
Yeah, does this look like a little weight? That and the whole when he was the fake one. That's when he was smooth because he was all like, oh. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
You want to sit on my lap and tell me what you want for Christmas?
Not really.
It'll be I want a 6 scale. Yeah, Mr. Moneybags here just spent $500 on a.
Do you have to tell him that?
Yeah, well, tell him what you got.
I got
He won't show you. I don't know why.
Well, I just took him downstairs. I just didn't bring him up. That's why.
His room's stacked. He needs to do the tours one of these days. I keep telling him that, but he don't want to show you guys for some reason.
I'll show him eventually. I don't care.
Okay.
But it was the Jon Snow by 3-0, but I got it with the exclusive Ghost, hence why it was so much.
And it is cool.
It wouldn't have been $500 if I didn't get charged $30 for tax.
Yeah, but seriously, once you get up there, you're paying that much.
No.
What's $30?
It was still nice, enough of the guy that I bought it off of, or the person I bought it off of, they split the shipping difference with me, which, it was very nice of them. But the original price was $450, which is really good to get the both of them together.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's really cool.
You could argue that would just be paying $225 for both.
We'll have him do. I know you've seen, if you watch the channel, you've seen our collection videos where we show you the whole house, and he's updated now again. But speaking of which, I'm going to have one of my collection series coming up on our Funko Pop collection. You guys want to check that out, but. Yeah, we'll have him do one because if you think everything you've seen is awesome, he has all the high end good stuff. I'm like paying Rob and Paul to pay Peter and all the time to get my stuff, but he has the good stuff. So stay tuned for that in the future. But show them what I got. So check it out. I'm scrolling Facebook and I see this post from the Middle Earth group.
Yeah,
and this guy's like, "Hey, I got 2 of these statues, and I got one of them given away. Don't have any place for it."
The other he threw in as a freebie.
Yeah, and I was like, "Well, where you at?" And he said, "If you're in Pittsburgh," and I was like, "Well, I'm only 2 hours." Well, here he ended up being closer to Morgantown, which is 1 hour away. So I said, "Well, we'll drive out there and get him off of you, sure." So went out there. Real cool guy. I don't have his name in front of me. So sorry about that if you see this, but really nice guy, and was real, diligent. He was, spraying his hands with sanitizer and a mask on and everything the whole time. So it was real cool. But show them what we got, man. I mean, it was good, incredible deal for free.
I don't know how you can make it out, but this is the Gentle Giant Balrog statue. There.
And he's just detailed, stacked, and awesome. And light him up.
If I can find it, he lights up.
I mean, how cool is that? And I seen what he's going for. He's going for a pretty penny online. Mm-hmm. So I mean, for him to give him that was just
he told us that there was something about the wing falling off, but it's not noticeable. I can't see any.
I can't see nothing either. It looks great.
Unless, yeah, I don't know where that would have been at.
But yeah, thank you very much if you're watching this, buddy. Really appreciate it. And the other thing...
Yep, he threw in a freebie, which was this Gollum statue.
And if you're familiar, if it looks familiar, it's from the movie collection.
Yeah, the
DVDs.
Like, each extended edition. Yeah, they got this box.
I have each pack of them already, but I wanted him out of package.
The other has the Fellowship one has the Agronath, and the Return of the King one has Minas Tirith miniature.
Right, and I just I love Gollum anyway, and I didn't even know he was doing this. He just like threw him in. He also threw in a Gandalf pop, which was really cool.
And the cool thing about like that,
grab the pop up there and
that particular video or the thing with him, it's got a crap ton of stuff on Gollum. There's like a disc that's devoted to nothing but
him. Yeah,
which I guess it makes sense because at the time he was like one of the most revolutionary things.
Right? Yeah,
it was like Jar Jar.
Because that was the first like real mocap thing that they did.
But then the Gandalf is just the standard like dirty.
Yeah, he threw him in. That's from when he was fighting Saruman, isn't it?
No, the Balrog. See the dirt?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's good that you have him with the Balrog up there, so you can...
Yeah, so, yeah, man. Thank you very much. That was so awesome. We got them displayed in my living room with my diamond gallery statues. I got all my DC ones in there, a couple Marvel. I'm out of room out here on my statue shelf. But, yeah, get in there. If I get that Hulk statue for Father's Day from some certain young lad that can spend $500 on a Jon Snow, and he's ramble around, you gonna sit and wrap this thing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm pacing.
What are you looking for? What the hell is he doing? Yeah.
Bilbo fiddling for the ring in his pockets.
But shout out to all my other guys that watch your channels. You know who you are. Keep up the good work. Love all your content. Who all have we been watching? What's his name? That's OG's friend. Shout out to OG Geek. Love him. He got laughing at his intro.
Oh my gosh, that intro was amazing. Well, because like I could have seen myself doing something like that. Because I'm like, I love to screw with.
So you're under the age of 14. Don't watch my shit. That's just great, man. But yeah, we watch them guys all the time. So shout out to you guys. What's his channel called? Oh, he's What's Poppin'. Yeah. What's Poppin' and OG Geek. We watch them all the time. And just everybody. Nate and Cincy and who else?
I know.
Narc. Yeah, all the standbys watch him, and and Mike the Hunter, love his stuff. So glad he's been making new videos too. So love his stuff. So shout out to all you guys who I've been watching, and also to some other faves, Tucker and Sammy J. Shout out to you guys. They just hit like 75,000 subscribers. So send a couple our way. We've been all over 2 years and we're still in the bottom of the bucket. So I'm doing something wrong. So I don't know what, but I'm trying to be nice and everybody and trying to have fun. So it is what it is. But anyway, any final words?
I think we covered pretty much everything.
No, not much going on. Tori, any final words, girl? See if I can get her up here. Come here. If I didn't want her to come, there she is. Come say goodbye to the people. What would her voice sound like?
Heck, I don't know.
So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Mortal Ring Wars for all the latest cool action figure and fanboy stuff. And remember, as we tell you always, to do one act of kindness this week to make a difference in someone's life. You never know how much it might help somebody in the moment. So for Tori, Crazy H, and Brett the Tank Downey, it's Mortal Ring Wars. I want him to let me go, so I'll let him go. So, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace. Peace. Love you. All the good stuff, Crazy H?
Yeah. Same here.
Okay. See you soon.
Now get out.
Hey!